Good morning, noon, or night. My name is Jet, and welcome to my channel, JITV, Jet in the Valley. So this is going to be about, people who just say things with their words. Okay, they say things with their words, but they don't have them in their actions. So that's a way to look at this. There are people out there that make videos that talk about different prayers and this, that, and the other, and they have strength. They sound strong, and they have all this like emphasis and this authoritative and all of these things when they say these words, right? And they say, you guys just got to say them too, and it'll work for you. You just say this prayer and it'll work for you too. So here's the problem with that, okay? Love and anti-love, the two choices I talk about all the time. For these prayers and these things to work, and you to say things with your words, okay, they are not going to be true. They are not going to work if you do not change your actions to also line up with these words, okay? So if you do not start to choose love over anti-love, then your words are literally just words, okay? It's just like if there's a mechanic, and there's a mechanic, what we need is a relationship. We need a relationship with love to have the authority and to have the power of love, right? Does that make sense? You can't say these things with your words and still be doing a ton of stuff that goes against love, that's just going in straight opposition to love. You're greedy and lustful and envious, and you're greedy and you're selfish and you're all of these different things. If you're all of those different things, then you don't have a relationship with love, okay? And you don't have the authority or the power of love because you're not of love, okay? It's like this. There's a mechanic, been a mechanic for 30 years, okay? He's worked on cars every single day for 30 years. He knows what oil for this, and he knows what part he can do for that, and interchange this and interchange that, and he has the knowledge, wisdom, and discernment of vehicles, okay? Now, there's somebody that's been studying in a book, okay, just with words, mechanics. Do you think that person who's just studied with words has never had any hands-on learning or actual practical is that person who's just read a manual anywhere comparable to the person who has the experience, who's done it for 30 years? They've done it. They've had a relationship, okay? You have to reject anti-love and choose love. You have to reject your mind and your body. Here's the thing. So many things can come in, and pride will come in the pride, envy, guilt, shame, all of these different things. And it's just what's natural in our mind and our body. It's just what's natural. I'm not trying to dig on anybody, okay? But if you think that you have some kind of power and love, but literally your life has no love in it, then that makes no sense. That doesn't make any sense, okay? But as soon as you start choosing love and realizing that this is what has to happen, because people are lying to you. People are lying and telling you that you can just say these words and that everything's going to be okay, and that those words mean something, when they absolutely don't if you are going against love. You have to stop going against love and choose love if you want these things to actually have meaning and authority in them, okay? You can't just say some prayer and then live a total crap show of a life, being selfish, not doing anything for anybody else, and taking everybody's money and doing all of these things, okay? You have to love love, and you have to sync up with love and choose love and be of love, which is, it's self-sacrificing, because your mind and your body is what you would call yourself, okay? And yourself is not eternal. That self is not eternal and not everlasting. It is the mortal version of yourself. So you must in turn sacrifice your mortal version of yourself, your mind and your body, and the concepts and things that you think, and the money, like all these different things that are of the worldly system. You have to get rid of those, okay, if you want the eternal and the everlasting version to come in, okay? It's the only way you can do it. It's the only way. Okay, you have to get rid of this old so-called self of that you think you are, that was programmed by all these systems, in order to make room for love. Because love is the realest, love is the truest, love is the most high, love is the superpower, and love knows everything, and love wants the best for you, wants the best for everything and everybody, wants the best. It's love's will that everybody would choose love, even though everybody's not going to choose love. You can see that very clearly. In the further along this road you get, you start to see it even more clear that there are people who do not have the capacity for love. They don't have the capacity for love. There are people who have given up their capacity to love for many different things. And it's never too late until it's too late. It's never, ever, ever too late for anybody or anything until you are out of this body and no longer here. Okay? You have to choose love now. You have to choose love before the end. So love can come in and clean you up and do all these things and lift you up and clean you up and love you and give you power. That's the whole thing about it. Your mind and your body and this mortal version of yourself, you've got a tiny, say you got $1 million. That's a tiny little bit of power. You've got a tiny little bit of power in comparison to eternity, don't you? Or everlastingness and the whole world and the creation of everything and love, okay? You do not have real power, true, absolute power, until you choose love. Love is the superpower. Love is the most high. Everything else is a prideful imitation knockoff, okay? It's not the real deal. It's not the real deal, Holyfield, is what we say. You have to choose love. Just because you say things with your words doesn't mean there's going to be any power behind them. The only way to get power behind your words is to live it. You have to live it and say it to have it. Okay, you can't just, you're a fake and you're a counterfeit if you're just saying things with your words, okay, and you're not changing and you're not loving love. Okay, there's a ton of people out there doing that. They know the correct thing, they know the loving thing to say, so they say the loving thing, but in their heart and in their mind and in their reality, they are not loving. They are not choosing love. They are not of love, because they know that they're fake too, you know? They're fake. So stay away from the fakes. You can tell them. It gets easier to tell them as time goes on. With the more love you get and the more in love you become, the easier it is to spot other people who aren't. And we're not supposed to hate people. We're not supposed to hate anybody. Okay, we're supposed to choose love, sync up with love, be of love, be a light to show other people that they need to choose love, and that's the option. And they can have strength and power and all of those things too if they choose love. Okay, and once you choose love, you have to stop doing anything that goes against love. You use your free will, and love will help you. You're not doing it on your own. You're not by yourself. Love will help you every step of the way to continue to choose love and sync up with love and go against the anti-love, okay? So that you can help other people. That's the whole goal. You think everybody knows this information? Everybody doesn't know this information. Whatever you know, okay? If everybody knew the extent of darkness and different things and anti-love that was going on, there'd be riots in the street, okay? There'd be riots in the street and everything would shut down, okay? But that's not the way that the cookie's gonna crumble. So we had to get out there and shine our light for people to choose love anywhere and everywhere we can, okay? We can't just assume that somebody already knows something and not do it. You still have to do what you have to do on your effort to shine and to make people aware, okay? Like I said, you don't have to go balls to the wall about the different things that are going on and whatever immediately, because people People need things in baby steps, okay? Most people are in their mind and their body solely, and they can't even understand what a souled individual might possibly be, even though they may be one. This world has people assimilated to the systems, it's the ideology of this world, okay? So we have to be patient and loving in order to get to the people we need to get to, okay? And love is different for different people. You know what I mean? Okay, what's loving for a 2-year-old is not loving for a 10-year-old, okay? If you treat a 10-year-old like a 2-year-old, it's condescending and it's degrading, okay? And if you treat a 2-year-old like you treat the 10-year-old, it's offensive because you're expecting too much out of him. All these people are at different levels of understanding about love, of what I'm saying, okay? So the people that you're going to be able to reach are the people who have, I'm not saying only, but that have been similar circumstances as yourself, and similar things in your life. But being kind of a prick about things is not going to help anybody or anything, okay? So you have to, some people need it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, some people, they can handle more of the truth and straightforwardness. And some people, they can't handle it. They can't handle it and they'll shut down. So all I'm saying is we use our discernment to tell the difference when we're trying to talk to people. You know, you don't treat the 2-year-old like the 10-year-old, the 10-year-old like the 2-year-old. You feel what a person, kind of how they are and what they are, and then you adjust your teaching method and how much information you're going to tell them according to what they're putting out, okay? According to what they're putting out. And that's called planting a seed. So you give them the one little piece of information. It may only be a tiny little piece of information, like just even using the word souled individual or love-based living, or whatever. It may just be one little thing, okay? And that you planted that seed, and it may take 5 years, 10 years, 15 years for that person to get there. But if they've ever understood love and they know love and they're of love, they're going to get there. They're going to get there because it says 3 times very clearly that not one person who is a souled individual of love, okay, is going to be lost. We are being matured, okay? We are having to grow up. We need to grow from the milk. We need to be off of milk and onto meat, what they call meat, okay? We need to progress and advance and become mature, and that is what we're here to do. Some people are quicker than others. Some people have been given the option and they've rejected it. They've rejected it. They know what I'm saying. They understand the understanding, and they have rejected it for whatever reason. Okay, those people I would call Jonahs, okay? When you're not doing what you're supposed to do, because what you're so-called supposed to do of love, if you're not working for love, love is the best case scenario. Love is the best option. Love has the greatest plan. Love has the greatest prizes, okay? So if you go against love and you continue to go against love, okay, love may stick you in the belly of a whale to chasten you to understand, because they love you. I'm going to stick you in the belly of this whale for 3 days, okay? Because you have to understand that love is what's the best thing. You have to choose love. Reject the anti-love. Cowardice is anti-love. It's against love. If you are being a coward, that's not of love. Because we were given the power of a sound mind, and I really need to remember that one. The power, we have power, and the power of love, and we have the power of a sound mind. We were given power. So if you don't have power, cowards don't have power, okay? So why is that happening? It's because you're choosing to go against love, and you're choosing to be opposing and in opposition to love. If you know it or you don't know it. So maybe you didn't know it, so you can review some of my previous videos about that, about a progressive chastening. Chastening means to restrict, okay? Your mind and your body, you're being friggin' totally insane and crazy and balls to the wall and all these different things. Well, you're going to learn, they call it like learning a lesson or whatever, but we're being refined, and the more time you spend with love, and you understand love, and you see that love is only good, and Love has all the best plans, and why it I'm not gonna do that one today. Yes, I am. Okay. If you had access to an inside trader who could tell you all of these different information that could make you make $1 billion or whatever, wouldn't you be trying to figure out more about that guy and like what he was and like, hey, how can I get a hold of him and how much money does he need? I'll give him all of my money if he can help me make $1 billion. Okay. We have access to basically an inside trader, okay, of love, because doesn't matter if you have $1 billion, because you can't take it with you when you go, right? Money is only good in this earth, in this reality, at this given time. Money is only good here, okay? So if there's a person that can teach you about love and lead you to the truth and give you everlasting eternal life in freaking a place that doesn't have anti-love, okay? Do you want to live in a place that that has no anti-love? Okay? The anti-love is what makes us sick, okay? We have bodies that die. We have minds and bodies that get sick. We have to watch our families die, okay? There is an answer. There is a so-called cheat code, okay? And it's love. We have to choose love. And there is the saving knowledge of love, okay? Where if you choose it and you understand it and you seek it and you accept it, then that is where eternal everlasting life lies. And not only like eternal everlasting in this mind, in this body, that's the whole kicker. Like, I wouldn't want to be alive forever in this mind and this body because it's been hard, and it's like it's been very difficult. I've had chronic pain for 16 years and moods and all these different things, right? But if you found out that you could get a body and a mind, a totally new body and a mind that didn't have any of the problems that it has, okay? And you could be with the people that you love and love in a place that has no evil and has no it's only good and no anti-love and no cheaters and no all of these. There's none of that, okay? Why wouldn't you want that? Why wouldn't you want that with your children and your family? But everybody's got good minds and bodies, so there's no more fighting, and everybody can synchronize and get along because everybody has made the choice to love above everything else and love each other, okay? That cannot happen in these kinds of minds and bodies. There's no possible way. There's no possible way that something like that could happen with the current state of humans. It's just it can't. Okay, and that's always the lull. Okay, that's always the plug, the lure. Okay, it's like we can make this place like heaven if we all share everything and we can all get along, and we'll make everything centralized, and we can you have a car and I don't need one because we can share and all this, that, and the other. Well, they're totally denying and rejecting the fact of everybody in a body's mind and body are animalistic in nature. They are all susceptible to being overtaken by the parasites that I talked about a few videos ago. Okay, they're anti-love. These minds and these bodies are a problem. Okay, the problem is that there's anti-love here. So what I'm telling you is, if you choose love and you seek love and you choose to find wisdom, knowledge, discernment, and understanding, you're going to come to the conclusion of what I'm telling you. Okay, and you're going to choose love, be of love, have the power of love. And things are going to start working in a way in your life that you can't really even imagine. And so, love is love. Love loves us. Love. I mean, why wouldn't we want all of those things? And I'm going to call that one good. And much love and many thanks. And I love you. Thank you.